Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is BrightOps, and welcome back to Shadow over Loathing. Where, let's see, just having a quick look at just new combat skills and new perks. Okay. Now then, last time actually, it's been a little while, so I can't quite remember. You enter the dimly lit tent to see a teenage girl dressed as an old woman sitting at a velvet-draped table. She points at a sign on the wall that says Tarot Readings, 50 meat. Pay for the reading, complain about the price. 50 meat is a little steep, isn't it? I could buy 7 and 64 gallons of gas with that much. She stares at you and points at the sign again. Oh, very well. The teen takes the meat and begins. The first card reveals the past events that led you here. She draws a card. Okay, I know this one. It's the Petulant Pathologist. What does that mean? She smiles. This is about a tragedy in your past. Something about skeletons, perhaps. I don't remember anything about skeletons. The second card is about your present, but not like a crimbo present, like the present. She slowly draws a card. Ah, the Knight of Swords. The picture doesn't... He smiles. This card means that you're currently sitting in a chair. Can't argue with that, I suppose. The last card tells the future. She slowly slips over a card. Oh my, it's the Prince of Towers. Okay, what does it mean? She stares at you intently. Your future holds new pants. I see. Consider what just happened. You spend a few moments thinking about the tarot reading. You take your leave. Let's see, as you enter, the photographer, who is busily readjusting a complicated-looking camera on a tripod, gestures to a nearby wastebasket without looking around. If it's more bills, there's my inbox. Hello? Oh, you aren't the jumping Jehoshaphat, baby. Where have you been all my life? Excuse me? That face, that's exactly the face I've been looking for. It's perfect. Let's see, thanks, I've grown rather attached to it myself. It's mine and you can't have it. Haha, you're funny too. Baby, I love you. You're incredible. Listen, do you know who I am? The sign on your roof said Tony Fiasco Hat Photographer? That's right, baby. That's exactly right. And soon I'm gonna be the biggest hat photographer in the country. No, the city. No, the country. No, the world. But there's something I need first. A face? A portfolio. And you know what I need before I got a portfolio? A face. Your face, baby. Well, don't say no. Don't you dare say no, baby. Listen, it's easy. All you gotta do is stroll in here wearing a hat. And all I gotta do is take a photograph of that hat. And then we're both gonna be rich. 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 Me and your portfolio, and you with the 30 meats I'm gonna pay you for every picture. Well... Gotta be different hats, though. Gotta be a different hat every time. I can't pay you nothing for the same hat twice. Got it? Okay, how about this hat? What is that? An uncursed fedora? Perfect. I love it. Click. Here's your meat, baby. Spend it in good health and come back soon, okay? Right. Do we have another hat? Yes, we do. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Baby, let me see what your hat you're wearing. Oh, is that a broken coconut? Perfect, I love it. Here's your meat. Right. Return the fedora. A grouchy-looking guy is standing under the shade of this tiny building's eaves. He glares at you silently. Game of skills, test your everything. Step right up, test your strength and your agility and your intellect. Every winner gets a prize. You there, sir, care to face the challenge of a lifetime? Only 10 meat? What's the challenge? I like to start newcomers off with something relatively easy. All you have to do is guess my age, throw a dart to pop off a balloon, and drive a nail into this board with one swing of a hammer. At the same time? That's right. Care to take a try? Let's see, all 3 stats plus 10 meat. No thanks. Well, not with that attitude you won't. What? Ah yes, the privatized healthcare. Yeah, we'll get the hat. Quick little fishing trip. Nice, you caught a true Scots fish. You tossed it in your fish sack. Continue fishing. Frog mouth. You caught something. A handful of cream cheese. It looks like you caught everything that was here. Nice shot. Let's see, while we're here, just... hat. Let's see, what's that, a glazed turban? Perfect, I love it. Here's the meat. Wonderful. Now back to the fedora. Let's see, go to the map. See, we went here. You hear the ringing of cathedral bells and turn to see their source. Unsurprisingly, it is a cathedral, unless you've just naturally surprised by cathedrals. They're so big and pointy and could be hiding around any corner. Alright, might as well go check it out. Okay, so I guess we're going... Okay, we can just go around. So I forgot you could do... Forgot you could go all 3D on 3-directional. Someone has carved some strange symbols onto this plinth. Let's see, it's a vicar who seems agitated about something. Hello there. Oh no, what am I going to do? I was going to ask if everything is okay, but plainly not. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Services are cancelled for the moment. What's the matter? One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen? This tiny cathedral is a catacombs? Well, it sounds nicer than basement. Are they particularly important ashes? Or a saint or someone? Oh my goodness, we wouldn't keep the relics of a saint in a little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on, but they're all important in their own way, and the bishop is due to arrive for an inspection soon. Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere. What? I'll look into it for you. Oh, thank you so much. Here, unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind your step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. Alright. We found a hymn book, and it's filled with unpleasant hymn. Let's see. There's something unsettling about this book of hymns. Maybe it's the fact that every instance of the word God has been replaced with some kind of weird shifting ink blog thing. Let's see, it is an offhand item. And we're replacing the haunted duck call. Well, at least I think that's what... Yeah, the haunted duck call. So, crack open, deal your muscle in spooky damage, or reduce... Yeah, I'm happy to deal muscle and spooky. Let's see, full... Yeah, annoyingly, I'm not entirely sure what those mean, so... We need the context. It's a big crate full of identical empty burial urns. Must be spares. Accidentally went to the door. It's not intending to. A fancy pedestal with an old urn. There's one thing left unlit. We can't do anything with it because we don't have a match. There's a patch of 2 moss growing on the wall here. Let's see. Eldritch Mist. You scrape the moss from the wall and submits in. Let's see. Fancy urn. Let's see. It's a guest book. The last 3 visitors were Dank Huffleby, visiting from Saskatoon. Well, that seems like a dead end, and they sure have some weird names up in Canada. can it die? So, I don't know how to pronounce that. Charlie Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Huh, that's the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about that next time you see him. Captain August Dirch, 23 Carwin Avenue. This one might be worth following up on. You sign your name and address after all the others. See, I kind of have my suspicions about the manhole cover, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Let's see, this is the cathedral's font, or more properly, typeface, and we're going to fish in it. You've caught something. You got a handful of holy water. Perhaps shouldn't tempt fate anymore today. Please don't disturb the altar. Fair enough. You see an IRS agent through the window of a diner, struggling with his paperwork. Correct his calculations. Popping the cap off a red pen, you lean through the window over and make a few improvements to his work. You pat him on the head and walk off whistling as he shouts terrible curses at your back. Honestly, there wasn't all that much to correct. You gained 6 experience. Okay, why do all his rocks in his yard have creepy glyphs painted on them? And this one's currently steaming. Let's see. This has a date. 11th of the 10th to 8-2. Okay, we'll jot it down, we'll have a look at it later on. Let's knock on the door. Yeah? Oh, what was it? I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. I'm the milkman. Got your milk. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. Let's see. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. So nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns. Go away. Let's see. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. Don't want any. Buzz off. I'm the milkman. Got your milk? I ain't drunk that fat water. Get lost. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes. Fat chance, never won nothing. Didn't. Snore. Hello? Humph, don't enter no sweepstakes no how. Scram. Okay, so we know he's got the urns. Let's see what's on that date. Let's see, Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it in her mouth, then holds the purse out to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. Huh, your purse is just entirely filled with Sweetwater taffy? Yes, it's Gabby's favourite. We got licorice taffy. Increase the damage to your melee weapon stack by 1 until you take another potion. This piece of black licorice-flavoured saltwater taffy is bound to either invigorate you or angerify you, depending on how you feel about black licorice. Don't like black licorice myself. I guess I did hear somewhere that goblins process sugar really effectively and don't need as many vitamins as humans. Uh-huh, jealous? A little bit, yeah. Did not intend to go down there, but let's see. Let's see, 82. Here we go, the new one. We found something interesting. We got 10 experience. The cover story for that day is the sinking of the Porcude, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says that the wreck had only one survivor, Captain August Dirch. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported ashore by a friendly otter. How simultaneously tragic and adorable. I'll go to see. We've had quite a morning already. See that bookshop over there? Just bought it. It's a real rare find. Bright came from a 17th century cargo ship, the Muskflower. Wow, that's quite a province for a bookshelf. Yeah, it was the ship's wheel. Captain bought the Muskflower out of dock. Can't steer, drove into a starfish. Whole thing sank instantly. Anyway, anything I can help you with? I saw your name in the visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Let's see. Oh, sure, I do a little whittling to pass the time now and then, and sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles. Here, have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses you a little wooden gargoyle on a leather cord. Let's see, it's an accessory. A little wooden gargoyle on a leather strap, whittled by Charlie Wallace. The base has the motto, "Keep on truckin'," carved into it. Provides spooky armor. Oh, neat, thanks. Let's see, let me ask you something. Let's see. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help with? He seems preoccupied. He keeps checking his pockets and drawers of his desk. Lose something? Yeah, it seems I misplaced the chunk key to my drill. Let's see, what's a chunk key? It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chunk on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? I can't have gotten too far. The cord in this thing got stuck in the outlet and it's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. Could help you look for it. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around, I'm sure he'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander that will allow you to have a random encounter without going anywhere. You can also wander while looking at the map by pressing space. A young man wearing a flour-dusted apron staggers up to you with a loaf of French bread on his shoulder and an arrogant sneer on his face. Hey man, this is doughboy territory. If you want to walk down the street, you gotta pay the toll. What's the toll? 5 meat. Let's see. That's all? I guess you don't really need the dough after all. Alright, now it's 10 meat. Oh, come on. I would say... You know what, let's just fight him. First things first. Take the spooky damage, you bastard. Now flip. And down goes the baker. You won. Looks like that guy is toast. Heh, we got the hat. That's what matters. And we're gonna go to the... Okay, on your way where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice that he's sitting on top of a mailbox. He notices you too and extends his hand towards you in a handshake. You call out across the traffic, "Oh hi, you realize I'm about 30 feet away, right?" "Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox." Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come over here and I'll tell you. Location unlocked, the mailbox. Screw it, let's go and visit. Talk to him. The guy reaches down from his purse to shake your hand. "Hi, I'm Marvin." "Hi Marvin, or perhaps, what are you doing up there?" "A stunt." "A stunt? It doesn't seem particularly stunty, you're just sitting there." "Yeah, but I've been sitting here for..." He looks at his watch. 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why, it's a stunt. Okay, but are you protesting something, or trying to attract attention to some kind of cause? Nope. Do you have any money riding on this? Is it a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you don't really get the concept of a stunt. Guess not. Say, would you mind helping out with something? Sure, what's up? I've mainly been eating snackle cakes while I've been up here, and I'm out. Can you grab me some more for me? Snackle cakes? Are you serious? I'll admit, they're an acquired taste, and I guess nobody other than you wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust with the nails still in it, because snackle mills went out of business years ago. Yeah, but the shelf life on those things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. I got my supply from Harem's grocery down the street. Could you go pick them up or... picking out some more. Okay, I'll be right back. Let's see, just walked up to a random person's store. Maud who? Maud... Way. Let's see, don't know anyone by that name. Let's see. Random thing. Macbert. Macbert who? Macbert Company. Yeah, well. See, we do want to leave. Let's go to the grocery store. You stop short of your as you turn the corner and duck behind a lamppost. Down the street, 3 doughboys are hanging out in a thick cloud of smoke. Huh, on closer inspection, well, distant squinting, none of them have cigarettes. Where's all that smoke coming from? One of them is waving his arms mystically. Are they conjuring flour? That's a good trick. Let's see, that's a good trick, but it doesn't seem like a great idea to stand there breathing it. Let's see, demonstrate the hat. I don't have matches, Oh. Shit, I accidentally hit the wrong button. Let's see, a bored-looking hobo lounges against the walls of the decrepit building. Hi there. Hey, hello, the mumble. Hi, I'm brought-ups. Samuel? I'm looking for Hersham's groceries. This it? Was. What about Mosmo? When? Couple of Have you been standing here that whole time? What are you doing here? Just waiting for... Waiting for what? Schmack, mumble. You looking for work? Yeah. Just till I mumble. I don't think you can find any work here. Considering the small store is pretty thoroughly closed, I don't think you're gonna find any work here. Furniture, mumble. Doesn't look like to me like another store is gonna open up here anytime soon. Let's give him some meat. Hey, maybe you can take a cab to a different store or something. Well, thank you, Nimble. He tips his hat to you and whistles for a passing cab. Let's see. Your efforts are rewarded with a shoe. There isn't a second one. Alright. Your bulging biceps make short work of the boards. Let's see. The shelf is littered with various pieces of trash. You find a mercifully unopened tub of lip balm. Even the mice would be disappointed with this shelf. Unless... no, it's empty. Unless... No, it's definitely empty. But wait! Listen, it's empty, I promise. Fine. Oh wait, what's this? Wait, what? Haha, just kidding, there's nothing. The counter is dusty and long abandoned. The register is empty, unless you know someone who accepts mouse droppings as currency. Look behind the counter. You find an old invoice for a shipment of from the Snackle Mills factory, which is marked as never having arrived. The factory's address is listed. Nothing but trash on the shelf. This shelf is so empty it doesn't even have a shelf. The only thing left on the shelf is a pair of rusty tongs. You grab the tongs, wishing you had a different pair of tongs to do it with. Okay, Snacky Mills. You see some super hardened sap oozing out of a wound in one of Ocean City's street trees. Snap up the sap. You chip off the hardest parts of the sap. The hardest part is the chipping. You got impenetrable celiac. Continue. Let's see, this truck is laden with crates of snackable cakes, the worst snack food ever developed. You really take the cakes. You got a case of the things. Empty vegetable oil drums. This crate is full of baking soda. The top is there to keep vinegar from getting into it. The loading dock bay is slightly ajar. We'll head in. We'll head in. We'll just check the... There must be a front door to the factory. Wait, is this the front of the factory or the back? The door doesn't appear to be locked, but it sure doesn't open. On closer inspection, it appears to be rusted shut. It looks like the abandoned factory has been occupied by one of Ocean City's various gangs of street hoodlums, namely the Doughboys. They're hanging out here in their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their soft sourdough starters and using rude words like Florkasha and son of a broch. Or they were until you made that huge racket getting in here. Now they're stirring knives at you, and also pointing knives at you. And they're bread knives, which are serrated, so you really don't get stabbed with one. Whoops. The shelf contains a lot of chemicals that doesn't seem like they should be food. You pour all the chemicals into one jar, shake it up and pocket it. We also take some You painstakingly collect at least the least stale grains of flour from each bag and make one bag of good flour. Mana enriched flour. Test kitchen. Let's see, basic. What do you want to make? You have the following crafting materials. 1 chunk of impenetrable cellulite, 2 clouds of eldritch mist, and 1 bag of enriched flour. Let's see, what kind of food do you want to make? Haunted, let's see, spooky armor or physical armor? Let's go with the impenetrable tact. You make some hard tact and then you just keep going with it. You're all out of mana and enriched flour, so you can't make any more fancy foods. You can make an Oblivion burger just for the sake of it. The Doughboys are clearly less aggressive than other street gangs in that they're glaring at you and muttering angrily at each other instead of already having attacked you. However, it's also clear that you aren't getting past them without a fight. Unless... a huge mound of loose sugar. Ah, screw it, let's fight them. How dare you attack Gabby, sir? Ah, screw it, we can just hit him. Straight up just kill the bastard. And flaps. Smack. See, he's run away. We'll use our quick thing just to heal her up, because we can. And flip! Another one down. How dare you! How dare you attack Shelby! You son of a bitch! We will destroy you, sir. With terrible things. Terrible, terrible things. You won. They should call you too much soup because you just spoiled those cooks. Gained XP, freshly baked roll, you got clammy dough glob, you got a doughboy loaf, and Shelby has grown stronger. Yeah, they really did bet everything on the terrible snacky cakes. This must be the boss's office, since it's the only office. Hey, shouts one of the remaining doughboys. Get away from that door, you muffin forker. Hang on, before we... see, muscle with physical damage. Increases your muscle. Deals sleaze damage. It's a combat item. Barbecue chunks. Mistis... let's see, it's a magical weapon. Let's see. So basically, you're the... so you do my mysticism plus 2 hot damage. So maybe on another circumstance it would probably be better, but not this one. Excuse me. See, we're gonna heal up the turtle because I want to heal the turtle. Okay, Flower Storm is painful. Like, very painful. What are we... Alright, let's see if we can at least get rid of you. Yes, one down. Right. You can heal... Do some healing spores, because you can. If nothing else, you're at least countering. Right, heal myself. Gabby, heal. Heal, girl! You can hold it together. At least long enough for us to heal you proper. Okay, so apparently Gabby does not do a whole lot of damage to... Doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to... Not entirely sure how to pronounce his name. Ronthronzo or something. Who keeps throwing a storm of flour at us. Well, let's end this fight. Be gone, you flowery bugger. You left those doughboys in the dust. Let's see, go into the boss's office. The leader of the doughboys, identified by the fact that he has a greaser hat and more rivets on his jacket than the other doughboys, if not by the fact that he's in the manager's office, doesn't notice you when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet dough, bread dough lying on the ground around him. If you are interested in the history of the Ocean City baking industry, this shelf of receipts would be a treasure trove. You are not. See, he probably isn't so dense that he can get any close before he notices you. What the? Who the hell are you? Introduce yourself. Or, Helva isn't really bread. Helva isn't really bread. Fine, get the hell out of here then. What's Helva? It's a sort of Calasian flatbread. I feel like you're really scraping the bottom of the biscuit barrel with that one. Get out of here right now or I'm gonna beat the crepe out of you. Oh, that's much better. What are you doing with all these piles of dough? Not that it's any business of yours, but I'm perfecting my recipe for bread golems. Soon I'm gonna be running this town. Oh yeah? You and what army? Me and an army of bread golems. Were you not listening? Probably shouldn't let you get away with this. Probably shouldn't. You'll be lucky to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions! Rise! He waves his arms wildly, and the bread dough around him conceals into two bread golems. And you immediately attack my turtle. You little bastard. How much health do you have? You have... Let's see, 3 physical damage. Well, we can get rid of the doughboy, baby. So, if nothing else... he won't be healing the damage we're gonna do to him. And flip! There goes the other bread golem. Unfortunately, you took down my companion, you bastard. However, as annoying as that is, victory is ours. You won. Looks like those golems were only half baked. You gain his pants and mana-enriched flour. Fantastic. The boss's desk. Rifle through it. You pilfer everything of value from the dough man's desk. You gain meat and you gained a recipe. Let's see, you found the recipe for those little blob guys that the doughboys have as familiars. This is a recipe for one of the little familiars that the doughboys have. It calls for 3 cups of mana-rich flour baked with something called sandwich cream. And baked with in an arcane oven. Okay. Okay, we do not have... We sadly do not have the cream we need. And before we forget, you find your path unexpectedly blocked by a large, huge pile of junk. A broken down car, a busted lamppost, a couch with the strings poking out of it, and a wide variety of other assorted trash. Geez, what happened here? Oh, Gabby has a memory of it. There was an accident a couple of weeks ago. That car had a tire break and smashed on the lamppost. That explains the car and the lamppost, so why are they still here? And what's with all the other junk? City trash takeaways are all contractors now, and who wanted to pay for it? Nobody! So the car waits there, and people put junk there because that's a place where junk is. Huh, I guess we go around it. Oh no, not in the street. That's dangerous. Look at the lamppost for what a car can do. Well, sure, but the traffic isn't bad right now, and here, that's not any problem. Gabby starts picking up junk and stacking it out of the way, clearing a path through the middle of the pile. Thanks, Gabby, but that's not really... Heave-ha! With a mighty shove, Gabby knocks the wrecked car over on its side and wrestles it into a parking spot. Wow. Haha. Gabby sure showed that car where a car goes. Phew! Gabby's muscle increased by 1. Yeah, if this antiques thing doesn't work out, you could get the job threatening to park people's cars for them. Continue on their way. Hey, Melvin. See, any luck with those snackle cakes? I'm really jonesying for whatever it is they used for frosting. Yeah, I finally found some. Here you go. Thanks a million. Here, take some meat for the cakes, and also I'll give you some sitting tips. You've got the Perth Expert Sitter. See you around, Mervyn. Alright, let's have a look-see at what we just got. Expert Sitter. Moxie. Also, we gained... How much XP do we have? Let's see, you have 80. Okay. So let's see. Gain muscle, gain hot armor by default. Mysticism and max HP. Moxie plus 1 magical weapon attacks. We can also get XP from gathering, XP regeneration. Entire green hand, materials from gathering. Or we could just get more... Actually... We're going to grab that for the XP from gathering. We're also going to get this one because just more items, more meat. And on that note, you encounter a hobo who is sauntering down the sidewalk with a bundle over his shoulder, whistling a dainty tune. Well, hey there, fellow. Aren't you Bright-Ups? I'm Edgar Easthouse. Hi. How'd you know my name? Oh, we hobos are a tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Well, that's nice. A little creepy, but nice on balance. Why don't you come visit our camp? We'll be glad to have you. Where is it? Well, you just head down 12th Street till you see the lot where the old hardware store used to be. And then you take a... You know what? It'll be simpler if I just mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. He takes out a pencil stub and marks a cluster of little boxes on your map. Come on by any old time. Sure. Ocean City Hobo Camp. Wrong place. I was thinking of the wrong one. We were going to Dutch's house. You barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts in a rain of earth as several large, slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, withering and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, "Ah!" Fight them. Right. So we will start by... We'll inflict that there, and then we'll flip you. And we'll also smack you a bit. They flung sleaze at me! Sleaze! How dare they! Well, they're all dead now. You won. They're gonna need 10 of those things if they want to tackle you. XP, meat, tentacle skin hatband, and Shelby has grown stronger. Oh, curious. You follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to a place where presumably they plopped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because that place is a house with slimy, wiggling tentacles poking out of all its holes. Did you have to phase it that way? It's a tentacle house. We're just going to keep going for the moment. Let's see. What do you want? I want to ask you about the want to ask you about your ship. Alright, you better come in. An old grey-bearded man in a sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know, the newspaper? Don't trust newspapers, nor newspaper reporters neither. Well, nor orders. Fortunately, I'm only one of those three things. Can I ask you about the Picard? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected, we hit a funny rock, all hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. What was funny about the rock? What's funny about the rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking out straight out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I've been sailing that route for years. So I guess when you said funny, you don't mean as in ha ha. What's with all the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put. Did they just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. He looks askance at the row of urns. And, the other one, so 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall. He was new, just signed on for that last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fellow, to be honest. Eerie? Spooky, and that's all I gotta say about him. You have a lot of urns. Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened, so I had him cremated. Well, except... that 5th fellow weren't never found. I ain't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew right and proper though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit that little cathedral? Huh? Sure. Used to go and pay my respects once in a while. Back before my knees started aching up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here, though. Ha! You talk to the urns? Yeah, we shoot the breeze. Relive old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do. And I can see from your face you don't believe me. So you can ask yourself, landlubber. I guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. Done asking? Thanks. Let's see, next one of you makes a nautical pun go straight overboard. He mutters. Peg Leg Johnny. Hello? The urn doesn't respond. Anyone there? Imitate the captain's voice. Yar there, Johnny. You look around to make sure the captain is asleep, then mutter gruffly to the urn. Yar there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of the no-good landlubber. A muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yar, Captain, what they want anyhow? Bah, nothing of import. Your basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay it no minds. Aye, aye, Captain. Keep talking. So how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's ship-shape. Har har. Ha ha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's reminisce about old times. Great, I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got the name Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my leg, right? Got a peg leg? Sure, how'd you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg? I'd assume so, yeah, but how? Wait, aren't you there when it happened? Time for my nap. Talk to you later. Handsome Jeff. So how you doing there, Handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like talking over old times? Sure, I mean, why not? Right then, what particular line from your past have you got on your mind? Actually, let's talk about you. Me? The fella next to you is less handsome Jeff, aye? So is this judgment of your relative appearance literal, or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal? Yar. Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually looked like? Oh yes, of course I do. Gotta go. Bye. Less handsome Jeff. Anything on your mind, Captain? Well, like what? Well, I don't know. Just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Right, so, yar. So, alright, those old times, right? Sure, right? You are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yar. We sure did. Many of them. Yar, anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Barnacle face. Everything going alright? Aye, Captain, there ain't a cloud in the sky. Good. Great. Are you in a chatting mood? Yeah, sure. Yar. Well, you know, Captain, a man of few words and all. Happy to listen, though. Right, well, actually, I was wondering about your name there, Thar. Barnacle face? Huh, what about it? Well, I was just wondering why. I mean, of course I know why, but if you have any insight into... I mean, you never actually said. That is, you've never asked before, so I thought you already... Right, yeah, obviously I already... Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good. Yar. Fifth Sailor. So, Sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, You're not a talkative one, are you, matey? I suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then. Could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Cigarettes? Smokes and cigarettes. Aye. What does an urn want with cigarettes? Just sounds... Well, alright then. Just take 'em, leave 'em on the table like usual, please. Yar? See, just a bottle of water, just... Fish. Root beer taffy. Let's see, the wash basin is full of salt water. This guy is really committed to his whole deal. If Dirge's career had been more successful, this could have been a Commodore's commod. A shelf full of nautical non-fiction. You are not interested in it. An elderly gay cat nervously washes itself in the corner. The cat shivers shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. This cot smells like old... This nightstand looks like it's dredged up from an old shipwreck. There's a blubber lamp on top. It's a simple device, a glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp really lowers all the tongue though. Take just a really delightful phase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Great, just great. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Delightful. Say it again. Wonderful. Impeccable. Well, how many times we can say this before? Alright. 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Alright, we don't have cigarettes, I don't think. Though we do have potential for pants, so... Which boosts my... Yes, which boosts the actual... Well, it boosts the thing. Anyway, we'll leave it here for now. Until next time, my name is Bright Ops. I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.